Welcome back. My final tipping point of the night, 5 things that smell fishy about the Russia hacking story. These are 5 things we need to know before we can draw conclusions on either side. We can't sit here and say Russia did this, and we can't sit here and say, no, Russia didn't do this. We don't know. And if anybody out there is peddling a definitive answer, they're wrong. So let's look at the 5 holes in this story. Question number 1. If Russia is behind the hacking of the DNC and the John Podesta emails, why did they leave their fingerprints behind? FBI Director James Comey told us in July, during the FBI investigation into Hillary's email server, that there was no direct evidence that foreign nations hacked Hillary's server. But it was possible, he said. Now, this is a quote from Comey. He said, given the nature of the system and the actors potentially involved, we assess we would be unlikely to see such direct evidence. So the question is, Russia didn't leave their fingerprints clear enough on Hillary's server for us to identify them, but they did leave traces on the DNC server? Seems fishy to me. Question number 2, what do the other 16 U.S. intelligence agencies think of this? This was not a full-scale U.S. intelligence assessment. There was not consensus among the 17 U.S. intelligence agencies. This was CIA only. The other agencies refused to endorse it because there were too many questions unanswered. The CIA didn't even provide evidence that the Kremlin directed any of the hacking. Question number 3. Who were the individuals who gave the emails to WikiLeaks? WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange said the Russian government is not the source of the DNC or the John Podesta emails. He's not the most reputable person on the planet, I'll give you that. But would he have reason to lie about this? Question number 4. Was the RNC hacked or were they not? These same intelligence officials in the Obama administration claim the Russians hacked both the DNC and the RNC, but only leaked the DNC emails to WikiLeaks. But the FBI says they have no evidence the RNC was ever hacked. That's something we need to know. Question number 5. The Russians have interfered in our elections for decades. Why do Democrats care now? Well, let's see. Jill Stein's recounts have been rebuffed, the fake news traction has faded, the electoral college hysteria has waned. Would you look at that? Running out of options. Now, all in all, I'm not saying Russia didn't hack, not that they weren't involved or that they didn't interfere with the goal of damaging Hillary to help Trump get elected. Perhaps they did. They're not our friends. They have ulterior motives. They know they can push the Obama administration around with no consequences. And it's imperative to protect our constitutional republic from foreign assaults. What I am saying is before we jump to any conclusions, let's at least wait for the facts, okay? And that's my final point tonight. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. Also, if you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, and until then, have a good night.